Hello everyone, Drew Wilson of Your Era Gamer here, and today I got another update to my Minecraft adventure. And as you can tell, we are back at the main base mine, and I've done a lot of stuff lately, just building stuff up, that sort of thing. Building my map room, building cities, securing ancient cities, that sort of thing. And it's all well and good, but the thing is, I should probably look at, going ahead and moving forward with my game. So, I decided to go back into the Nether because one of the major things I have been missing for a while is a way to get to, well, the end. And yet, a lot of time has passed, so every bit of copper in here is now oxidized, and everything is green. I think it's an interesting aesthetic, honestly. But anyway, one of the things in order to advance in this game is that I need, which it turns out was blaze. A thing called blaze. Now there's only, I think, one place for blaze, and that is in the fortress in the Nether. And I ran into a problem. Hello, Enderman. Let me get through here. And I was looking all over the place in the Nether, but the problem was I constantly ran into this, just nothing but lakes of lava and dead ends. So I do have a bit of a question, and I did do a lot of tunneling as well into different places as well. And that Enderman's been there for a while. Okay, give me a little bit of space. Thank you. Enderman can be so in the way, I tell ya. And anyway, I've been doing a lot of digging around, trying to find anything at all that I could use to explore further and find what would ultimately be a fortress is what I'm looking for. And so what I ended up doing was just, I don't know. Could it be considered cheating? I think it's debated whether or not it's considered cheating or not. There is a website called chunkbase. And what it does is it maps everything out both in the overworld and in the Nether, among other things, of course. And it points out where things are located. And after a lot of exploring, I ended up using it. And I think, as you can probably tell by the video as we go along, as to exactly why I ended up using it, because basically where I'm going was ultimately the solution to finding a fortress. So I went over that little ridge there, through that twisted forest, going through this area here, which I actually did mine a fair bit in the past, trying to find stuff. See, kind of ran into a dead end here, and I even went a good distance in this direction, and it keeps going well past that wall. And I built this area here because there was some glowstone there, but I just ended up giving up because I just couldn't for the life of me find it. So the solution starts here. What I missed, this used to be a wall, and this wasn't two things tall because I just didn't want to aggro the Enderman at all. So this is what ended up being the solution. So as you can tell, I'm going over this massive ravine. I don't know if you could tell that well, but that's what it is. And I bridged all the way across so I could get into this wall here. I had to stop here because there's lava there. So I went around that, and I found myself into this other complex cave system. This lava used to spill over here. I decided to push it back just in case I need the extra space. Luckily I didn't. And then the solution continued that I tunnel through here, and then I go over this other massive cave system. And it does go to a floor this time around. And that goes to the lava. And then I continue tunneling my way through here. And this goes on for quite a while. And in case you're wondering why some enemies aren't attacking me, is because I'm wearing a gold helmet that helps prevent piglins from attacking me. And I can initiate trades if I want to. It stops here because there's a great big ravine here. And I go left and I go right here. And I continue digging. And of course I couldn't avoid the ravine anymore. So I went around this lava waterfall, past this giant lava pit. And it goes, I think it goes partway through the other way. I believe, yeah. Yeah, it keeps going. And so I built a bridge here. Continued going. And I went past this additional ravine, which runs the risk of getting those gas, which you might have heard. And then I go tunnel through here. Yeah, there you are, Ghast. Trying to ruin my video. Anyway, I go over this, I dig upwards, go through this soul sand. And I climb up here. Soul soil, I believe. That's soul sand. There's slight differences between the two. Come on. Yeah, you're trying to ruin my recording. I know. Jeez. Anyway, I hung a left here and I then continue burrowing my way through here. And yes, this is the solution. There might be a slightly faster way of going over a huge lake bed, a lake of fire. Or I could just do a slightly safer route, and obviously I chose the slightly safer route. But this continues going. And one note, in case you're wondering, no, the torches do not affect enemy spawn in the Nether. But they are there because it just got dark in here and I didn't feel like dealing with the darkness all the way through. Zombie piglins. They are passive mobs. They won't attack you unless you attack them, so I'll just run past them. And hang a left, hang a right, and one of those bends was because of another lava thing there. So that brings us to here. And this is another kind of cave system, but I was ultimately getting close. And looking down here, that is the fortress that I was looking for. So I had to dig downwards. And unfortunately there was no easy way of getting down there because it's all air. I did try going this way and to the left and thought I could maybe dig that way, but I just ended up burrowing into a nice high location. So I thought there might be a better way of going down by just digging backwards a little bit and then heading straight down. Well, not straight down, but mostly down. And this ended up being a really good thing there, and as luck would have it, I ended up here, right in the fortress. And there is lower areas as well. I haven't fully explored it. I haven't really bothered fully exploring it, but there are treasure chests and other things. But yeah, I go through here, ended up here. Let's see if I can get through here without it. And the ultimate prize. These things. There's two of them. Two monster spawners. That one doesn't spawn as quickly. I'm not sure why. But I then added all these. This is all me. This didn't used to be there, but I just wanted a way to kind of safely get here if I needed to. And I added the roof of netherrack so that the blazes wouldn't fly away and attack me from above. And I didn't have any projectiles at the time. I still don't actually. But yeah, this ended up being my solution to get there. And honestly, I wouldn't have the patience to actually sit here and find this myself. Like, I actually needed to consult a guide for that, so I do consult guides every once in a while whenever I'm really stuck. In this case, it was a warranted lookup. But anyway, I thought you would at least enjoy what I ended up doing here. And yeah, feel free to help out the channel and like and subscribe for more. And I do have a few more videos for sure, but either way, I am getting closer to the end of the game, I think. But this is a critical step forward in that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, what is your era?